Morning, friends. Welcome to nature meditation practice. Nice to be sitting with you this morning. Wondering how you're all doing this morning. Maybe you can share how you are in the chat box. These are anxious times for those of us living in America and awaiting the election results and the turbulence of that. And as I was dialoguing with a Dharma teacher colleague of mine this morning, this is why we practice, right? We practice for these times of uncertainty and difficulty and stress and fear or anxiety, or hope. And so imagine if you didn't have a practice, didn't have a way to train your mind or to find steadiness or balance or to not be so caught up in the mind. And nevertheless, it doesn't mean that we don't feel anxious or afraid or concern or confusion or hope or sadness or whatever it might be. I wanted to share a few readings with you. One was, this is a reading about perspective. It goes like this. All parts of the earth are built over, trampled, full of commerce. Farms and fields drive back the forests. Even rocks are cultivated. Swamps are drained, and today's towns outnumber yesterday's houses. Everywhere on earth, residences, peoples, governments, human growth now so clogs the world that it can barely support us. And as our needs increase, we struggle with each other for them, and nature fails us. This is written by Tertullian 150 AD. So basically almost 2,000 years ago. Not necessarily writing about the election, but writing about the travesty of our times, which many of us may feel or talk about. And so we're in just one more rhythm, wave, ripple of uncertainty, of challenge, of human struggle, fight for justice, or the fight for the environment, or the fight for civility and human dignity and values. And so I woke up this morning feeling anxious in my belly and concerned about the state of things here. And then as I sat with that, what was under that was tears and grief, sadness, deep sadness about what I feel is incredulous at how divided and how someone who espouses hate and racism and homophobia and sexism and bigotry can draw the support of close to 70 million people. So I feel deep sadness about that. So it's important that whatever we're feeling, to open to it with kindness, with compassion. And to be with the uncertainty, the not knowing, and watching the mind spin and staying steady. So this is a poem from John O'Donohue, who's so profound in his speaking to the human condition. And he writes, It's called for courage. When light around you lessens and your thoughts darken until your body feels fear turn cold as a stone inside, when you find yourself bereft of any belief in yourself and all you unknowingly leaned on has fallen, when one voice commands your whole heart and is raven dark, steady yourself and see that it is your own thinking that darkens your world. Search and you will find a diamond thought of light. Know that you are not alone and that this darkness has purpose. Gradually it will school your eyes to find the one gift your life requires, hidden within this night corner. Invoke the learning of every suffering you've ever suffered. Close your eyes, gather all the kindling about your heart to create one spark. That is all you need to nourish the flame that will cleanse the dark of its weight of festered fear. A new confidence will come alive to urge you towards higher ground, where your imagination will learn to engage difficulty as its most rewarding threshold. I'll just repeat those last lines. Gather all the kindling about your heart to create one spark. That is all you need to nourish the flame that will cleanse the dark of its weight of festered fear. A new confidence will come alive to urge you towards higher ground, where your imagination will learn to engage difficulty as its most rewarding threshold. So, sage words. So, let's sit together. Refuge in the beauty of nature around us. Taking refuge in community and sangha and support and people with shared values. Taking refuge in your heart and the capacity to hold whatever's here tenderly, kindly. Taking refuge in awareness that has the capacity to be with what's here and to allow us to find wisdom and responsiveness in relationship to what's happening. So, taking your meditation seat. And as you let awareness settle into the body, into your heart, sitting with, infusing attention with as much kindness, as much care, as much tenderness as you can muster. Allowing your body to settle. And using your body with kind attention, like rain drenches into dry ground. And if possible, allowing your body to soften, to ease any holding or tension in the jaw, shoulders heavy, belly soft, eyes relaxed. And as we've been doing, sensing the earth, sensing that stable ground. Feel that rootedness, groundedness, stability. And with all the swirling going on around us, finding the still point in the center, the still point of awareness. Tuning to the stillness of the day. And settling awareness with breathing, tuning to this familiar waves, rhythms of breath. Noticing if the breath can be a source of refuge for the attention, a way to ground and calm, regulate the nervous system. Particularly attuning to the releasing quality of the exhale. Noticing what allows you to feel grounded, to hold whatever's here, and attune to a sense of ease, drawing on the support of nature, the stillness of trees, the stillness of the air, the warmth of the rising sun, the sweetness of bird song. spaciousness all around you. Leaning into something greater than ourselves, more than human world. Knowing that we're connected, held to something greater. Tuned to whatever is felt in the heart, whatever surfaces, whatever tenderness or vulnerability or pain, whatever feeling is present in the heart, whatever comes and goes this morning, meeting it with a soft attention, a loving presence. Notice when the mind strays from here into thought, future thinking, planning, whatever kind of thought takes you away from the simplicity of resting here and stillness of body, touching the earth, receiving inhale and exhale, invitation of sounds, birds, other sounds. Noticing the coolness of the autumnal air. Resting in awareness, present to the unfolding of this moment. Grounding awareness in the body, in the senses, the breath. Developing a continuity of attention. Feeling the support of whatever allows you to be here, connected, resourced, tuned perhaps to the soundscape, solidity of the ground, spaciousness of the space all around you, serenading of birds, warming of the sun, steady rhythms of life. Even in times of change and stress, there are many things that we can attune to, allow us to stay grounded, connected, open, present. In the last couple of minutes of this, again, sensing your heart and